like this? And what was it like arcing emotionally so completely throughout a role like this?
It was fun. You know, I mean, as you know, I've worked with Daryl, who trained Wilford Ali, and we worked pretty hard in a boxing gym actually, which really knocked me around. And Daryl's a very, Daryl worked with Sugar Ray Leonard for most of his career, and he's a very, very intense man who takes no prisoners. So we did that for about 3 weeks, trained very, very hard. You know, I worked on breaking the script down to understand the journey. And you do that to a level where you feel like you're comfortable and you've still got a lot of questions to answer. And when you get on the set, and then once you start shooting and you put the train on the tracks, it takes its own life. You know, I mean, I remember after we shot the scene where the mother slapped me around a lot. You know,
Don't tell us too
it
much.
starts to. But it's funny. I mean, because it's the same even on the series I'm shooting. A film will, if everything's working properly, and then you hand over to the director. I mean, I like to hand over to the director, and it's up to that person to take care of me. And so if I run myself into the ground, it's their fault.
When you see Jada, you directed this film. Now that you've done this, you still want to act, because look at what you've done, and you're going to keep doing this. It's clear.
Oh, I definitely still want to act, for sure. I mean, I feel like, for me personally, as an artist, to grow, I like continuing my journey in all the different areas of filmmaking, because being behind the camera actually gave me a whole different perspective about being in front of the camera. And so now I'm going to take a project being in front of the camera, and that's going to once again give me a whole other perspective of what's going on behind the camera. And so just for me personally, I like to continue to grow in all different areas and get just a full scope understanding of filmmaking and storytelling. And I just want everybody to know, one of the reasons I also decided to do something, to create a project like this particular project as my first film, is because I really wanted to do something that was completely unexpected. And that's what this film is. It's nothing that I think anybody here would expect the Jada Pinkett that you think you know to do, and I really learned a lot about life and about myself in doing this project.
It's very clear you have a dark side, and you should seek help.
I have. This was very therapeutic for me.